Welcome back to EM and PM News. I'm Ellie Mellon.
And I'm Maisy, and we're coming to you live from Chicago.
Today, we will be discussing a book that focuses on some very prevalent issues in today's minority groups. This book is Ronald Takaki's A Different Mirror, A History of Multicultural America.
His book addresses various minority groups' histories and struggles in America, including how they compare, relate, and have changed over time. America is known as a melting pot. Therefore, each diverse group of people should be recognized as equally American and influential as those of European pedigree.
These ethnic groups in America include Native Americans and others from African, Asian, Latino or Mexican, Irish, Muslim, and Jewish descent.
Well, Ellie, how does this book relate to issues in today's society, such as the travel ban, immigration problems, Black Lives Matter movement, police brutality, or general discrimination against minorities?
I'm glad you asked, Maisy. Understanding the past helps us understand the present. By looking at the struggles and persecution of a people's history, we can trace the connection to see how racism and conflict nowadays began.
You know what, Ellie? Why don't we visit Eli and Mason, who are reporting from one of the many construction sites of the Transcontinental Railroad, where they can give us an example and can teach us about Asian immigrants' role in the 19th century. And we'll connect it to now.
Great idea, Maisy. Let's go.
Welcome to the Transcontinental Railroad. The year's about 1869, and we've just begun building in good old California.
California.
I'm Eli, and that there's Mason.
Well, we spent the last few months trailing around the constructors, of this here railroad.
This one.
Who are almost all Chinese immigrants. We've gotten the time to interview some of these workers and get an inside scoop of their experiences.
This work ain't easy. These people aren't left with much choice. They're almost all men out here who came to get rich off the gold and the beautiful mountains of California. But obviously that didn't work.
Well, now they've been stuck doing agricultural labor, mining these treacherous hills, or right here as cheap, portable labor for the railroads.
Another alternative, if you can get lucky, is to move to a city like San Francisco. Yep, and open your own business. A good chunk of these city dwellers became part of the Chinese laundromat phenomenon.
This was mostly just because the labor market started closing for Chinese immigrants, as both whites and other immigrants were worked and got jealous of the opportunities.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the time we got. Back to you, Maisy and
Bye.
Ellie. Bye. Howdy. Bye.
Thank you, Mason and Eli, for that eye-opening perspective of the lives of Chinese immigrants in the 19th century. But, Maisy, how does that relate to nowadays?
Racism, stereotyping, and unequal job opportunities are some of the many problems that Asian and other minority groups still carry with them, and they can clearly be traced back to this time period.
This is definitely a recurring theme in history. As we have seen in the book, these Americans who have been viewed as outsiders and inferior have left a significant fingerprint on America. It's important that we don't take them or their contributions for granted.
As Takaki said, America is a nation peopled by the world, and we are all Americans.
That's all we have time for today. Thank you for tuning in. Join us tomorrow, where we'll analyze Shakespeare's play, The Tempest.